What is going on, good people of YouTube? It is me, Chavez, back with another Prize Picks video for you. Today is Wednesday, February 15th, 2023. We got 10 games on the NBA schedule, and this is our final look video where we actually take the research and dive into all the game logs and stats from the early look and research video and apply it and start basically selecting players that we like, players that we can leverage, hopefully in multiple props. That way we can kind of diversify our slips here, and that's what I am doing with the props that you see on the board right now. So before we get started, hope everyone is doing well. Hope this video finds you in good spirits. Hope you have your beverage of choice minus coffee. What is yours? Tea, coffee, chocolate milk, Hennessy, whatever it is. Good on you. And without further ado, let's get this going. All right, so yesterday we talked a lot about how we like Zach LaVine and Vucevic in tonight's game because there will not be any DeMar DeRozan in this game, who was out, got ruled out a few days ago. So we had plenty of notice on this. And so what I want to do here is look at a few different props for LaVine. And then the one prop that I like from Vooch, really like, is his 21.5 points, where I think this will get bumped up to 22 throughout the day at some point. Looking at Keldon Johnson free throws, looking at Terry Rozier over 22.5 points, 2.5 three-pointers made, and then Donovan Mitchell 4.5 assists. So what I want to do here is use these 6 plays and try to like build out a few different 2-pick powers, if that sounds good to you. So we're not going to spend too much time digging into all the games and all the plays that I like. We did that in the early look and research video, but we focused a lot on the Chicago-Indiana game, Charlotte-San Antonio game yesterday, and we covered 8 out of the 10 games, I believe, yesterday, 7 out of the 10 games. So let's start here. Let's start with Zach LaVine over on points, and we like this. Now we cannot pair him up with Vooch over on points, but I really like what I'm seeing from Keldon Johnson on his free throw attempts. If we head on over to props.cash and pull up Keldon Johnson's game log over the last 10, Keldon Johnson upwards trend, we like that, especially against a very, very bad defense in Charlotte. But what I noticed also is how many times he's getting to the line. Now, over his last 5 games, he's gotten to the line an average of 8 times. 8 for 8 versus Philly, 5 for 5 versus Chicago, 5 of 7, 7 of 9, and 7 out of 11. Over the last 5 games, this would have cleared his 5 free throw made prop line today. That's huge. I had no idea he was getting to the line that many times. And Charlotte likes to foul. They're averaging 18 fouls over the last 3 games. They had 19 fouls in their last game. And I think on the season, they're around that 20 fouls per game. Very similar to what we saw in Phoenix yesterday. And they put De'Aaron Fox on the line like 50 times. So I like this free throws made prop for Keldon Johnson. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to lock this in for very, very small 2-pick power. LaVine over points and Johnson over free throws. And that'll be power pick number 1. So let's clear this board and let's go back to LaVine, because I also like LaVine's PRA, especially without DeRozan. What I like most about PRA for LaVine is the majority of his PRA is coming from points, and turnovers don't count. And LaVine will turn the ball over his fair share. On the season, LaVine, I think he's averaging like 4 turnovers a game. 5, 6 versus Indiana, 4 on the season. Yeah. I mean, those turnovers hurt, especially when you're at like 41 fantasy points and he has 4 turnovers and that's 37 and he needs 38. That's a killer right there. So I like LaVine over his PRA. And then where I want to go with this one, we also like Terry Rozier, right? We also like Terry Rozier tonight. We talked a lot about him in our early look and research video. We like his points, and we like his 3-pointers. So for this one with Zach LaVine, I'm going to lock in Zach LaVine, 37.5 PRA, as well as Terry Rozier, 2.5 3-pointers made. $5 2-pick power. Let's lock it in. So there's power pick number 2. And then I want to stick with Terry Rozier and look at his total points on the game, which we talked about this a lot in our early look and research video. Terry Rozier over 22.5 points. And then on the board, you also saw Donovan Mitchell over his assist here. Another assist prop that I really like that went under the radar for me is Colin Sexton over 5. Where are you? Did they take him off the board? They did. Wow. So Colin Sexton was at 5 rebounds, and I really, really like that. I don't know if I locked it in. Hold on. Yep, Colin Sexton over 5 rebounds, 5 assists. And I'd lock that in with Spencer Dinwiddie's PRA. So they took it off the board. It was a very, very good prop. Okay, so scratch that. Let's go back to Donovan Mitchell, 4.5 assists versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Minus 120. Nope, wrong prop. Minus 135 over 4.5 assists. Minus 120, 25.5 points. I expect Donovan Mitchell to have a good game versus Philadelphia. Over on Rozier and over on Donovan Mitchell assist. Go ahead and lock that one in as well. $5 2-pick power. Okay. So we're just taking the plays that we said we liked from the research video and applying them to this video here. So right now we have Terry Rozier over on points, Mitchell over on assists. We have LaVine over on PRA, Rozier over on 3-pointers. We have LaVine over on points, Johnson over on free throws. Got that Colin Sexton 5 over 5 assists. Spencer Dinwiddie over 27.5 PRA. Let's talk a little bit more about Spencer Dinwiddie here, because his PRA is set very low in my opinion for the main scorer, ball handler, whatever. He's that person for Brooklyn, and anything under 30 for me is low for Dinwiddie. That's why I like the over here. I like his teammate Cam Johnson, not Thomas. Cam Johnson over 12.5 points. Check this out. Cam Johnson 12.5 minus 125 to go over points. Hit this in 5 of his last 10, or excuse me, has hit this over his last 5 and over his last 10. 6 out of his last 10, and then 3 out of his last 5. I butchered that. You know what I'm trying to say. 3 out of 5, 6 out of 10. What I'm trying to get to here, though, minutes look good. Since coming over to Brooklyn, minutes look good. Not playing as many minutes as he did in Phoenix, but still, minutes look good. Shot volume looks good in Brooklyn. Last 2 games here. 3-point attempts look amazing. Better than it did in Phoenix. Free throw attempts is giving you at least 1 point from the line every game. Not getting into foul trouble, so he's available. Remember, the best ability you can have is availability, especially in the NBA. But what I want to get at here, 3-point attempts. Okay, so 3-point attempts, 8 and 6 in his 2 games in Brooklyn. Miami gives up a ton of production to the 3, right? We know this. Look at this, 26-21, terrible, awful. Look at the odds on his 3 points made. Minus 175 for him to go over 1.5. This is not on Prizepicks. They would never put something like this on the board. Minus 175. The books are almost expecting him to get 3, like double his prop. If he gets you 3 3-pointers made today versus this Miami defense, that's 9 points. He gets you one free throw attempt today. That's 10 points. Right? If he gets you 2, that's 11. But 13 and 10 shot attempts, 8 coming from 3, that leaves 5 from the rest of the floor. He gets you one of those, there's your prop. 6 of 10, that means 4 shots came from other places on the floor that weren't behind the arc. Gets you one of those, there's your prop. I think this is a good solid prop for Cam Johnson today. 12.5 over and Dinwiddie over his PRA. And then since I have him on my thumbnail, I have to talk about Philadelphia. I have to talk about Embiid and James Harden. Harden over 19.5 points. Harden over 35.5 PRA. Now this was set to 34.5. Looks good. So those two look good on Harden. For Embiid, I like his 30.5 points. I really do. I think he eats today. Free throws also look good for Embiid. I just think this is going to be a better game than people think. Yes, it's going to be a slower paced game, but you already know in these types of games, these big games, it comes down to the stars, right? It comes down to the stars. Harden, Embiid, Mitchell, Garland, and I understand that Jared Allen and Evan Mobley are good young players, but I just think Embiid gets his tonight. I think he eats. And that's why I like Embiid in this game. So I'll go ahead and mix and match some 76ers in some of those 2-player props. And hopefully these lines don't get bumped up too much. And yeah, really honestly, that Sexton assist prop was a good one that got taken down. Dallas and Denver sounds like a fun game, right? But remember, Denver blows teams out at home. Let's not act like Dallas is this juggernaut. They're going to stop Denver from scoring. But based on just sheer volume alone, I do like Kyrie Irving today. I know some of his props don't have great lines. Minus 115 on his points. Minus 140 on the under on his rebounds. Minus 130 on the under on his assist. It doesn't look good. Rebounds and assists look great. Minus 125 to go over 9.5 rebounds and assists. He got this done for his last game. I don't think he's on the board. Yes, he is. 9.5 right there. That's a good one. I think this is in play as well. MPJ over points. I think Aaron Gordon's still questionable, but what's available to us now is over 2.5 threes. I like this for MPJ. It wasn't available to us earlier, but I love attacking 3-point props with this dude. He's so consistent. Look at this. Just don't take his first half props. He's so hit or miss in the first half. Over points and PRA. First half points and PRA for Michael Porter Jr. I just like taking his full. I've learned my lesson. Just take full game props on this guy. But we like his 3-pointers made. 2.5. 2.5 at home. Look at that. Look at that at home. I'm telling you, this Denver team at home is a different team. Tough road trip. They get to go back to the Mile High State, and play in front of their fans. Yeah, MPJ over threes. So those are some additional props we can add into our Levine, Vooch, Mitchell assist, Rozier points and 3-pointers. Keldon Johnson over free throws. I hope this doesn't get bumped up. Lock that in. I love that. Yeah, so a lot of props here. Didn't touch the Boston game. Don't know what's going on there. New Orleans, LA. I don't think LeBron plays tonight, and I don't think AD plays tonight. I'd be surprised if both of them do play. Maybe LeBron does play just to test out the foot, but maybe he doesn't even get a full run. Maybe he just plays like 20 minutes just to like warm up right before the All-Star break. Who knows? Once these lines drop in New Orleans, we could be looking at, look, there's Michael Porter Jr. We could be looking at Brandon Ingram, also not on the board, and then Trey Murphy, who is not on the board. Those are kind of my two Pelicans that I'm targeting in this game once we get some more information on their lines. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for today's video. Provided you all with some 2-pick powers. And then we can basically just take these plays that we like. Rozier on points, Mitchell on assists, Levine on total rebounds and assists, Johnson over free throws, Dinwiddie on points, rebounds, and assists, and make a nice little 5 or 6 man flex. To each their own. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel, checking this video out, talking some NBA props over on Prizepicks today. Leave me a comment below letting me know who your favorite prop on the board is, who have you locked in, who do you have your eyes on. Also, let me know what you think about my looks and looks into today's slate. Do you like them? Do you love them? Do you hate them? Do you want to leave them alone? Either way, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for all the support, the continued support, the subs, the likes, the comments, and helping my little channel grow a little bit bigger every single day. Truly means a lot. And until my next video, our early look and research video for tomorrow, Thursday, February 16th, Chavez is